Welcome to Stream Time, where we talk all things streaming. What's on, what's coming up, and what you should avoid. We'll also explore ways to save you money on your streaming services as well. So kick back and relax as we get ready for Stream Time.
In 1967, John Chickie Donohue leaves New York to track down his army buddies in Vietnam, share a few beers with them, but instead is confronted with the horrors of war, this time on Stream Time. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stream Time, the show all about streaming services. We appreciate you stopping by today. And as promised in the opening teaser, we're going to take a look at a Apple Studios, Apple TV Plus exclusive movie called The Greatest Beer Run Ever. It's about John Chickie Donohue back in 1967, who leaves New York to track down his army buddies in Vietnam and share a few beers with them. But he's quickly confronted with the horrors of war. This is distributed exclusively at this time on Apple TV Plus, so if you're an Apple TV Plus subscriber, you can check out this exclusive streaming motion picture. Now, this is a really interesting movie. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to have a listen to the trailer for this, and I'm going to come back and talk about the greatest beer run ever.
I'm going to Vietnam, and I'm bringing a beer!
Are you ready?
What are we doing?
We're gonna run for our lives.
We're halfway home. Halfway?
I'm Chickie Donohue, and I am not supposed to be in Vietnam.
Hey, get your ass out of bed, you lazy bum. Look at you, sleeping your life away.
Look at these scumbags. Hey, you're embarrassing yourself and you're embarrassing your family.
Do these protesters not know that our soldiers see that on TV? I'd like to go over to Vietnam, track down all the boys in the neighborhood, and give them a beer.
I could do that.
Do what?
Bring in beer.
He's not serious. He's hammered. Look at him.
The man's stone sober. That's his fifth beer, maybe, tops.
I'm going to Vietnam and I'm bringing a beer!
Hey, Chief, no chance you have a ship heading to Vietnam.
1,700 hours.
Tonight? It's not gonna be easy.
But I'm gonna show them that this country is still behind them.
You're gonna get yourself killed over there.
It's like you said, everyone's doing something. I'm doing nothing.
Smuggling beer into a war zone? That's not the smartest thing I've ever heard of. It's certainly not the worst either.
What if you start up here with Collins?
Just came to deliver a sudsy thank you card.
And then, if you're still alive,
You American? New York. Thanks a lot.
you can hustle down to Dugan.
Ta-da!
Chickie?
I brought you beer.
You shouldn't be here.
You think this is funny?
I'm not doing this for laughs. I'm doing it for all you guys.
Come on, time to go.
Is it over?
Yeah, you're dead. You don't get it, do you, chick? This isn't a John Wayne movie where you know the good guys are and you know the bad guys are.
I didn't come all this way just to quit.
Somebody's got to be here to see what's going on. I want the truth told. For them. They're just kids.
You're gonna find out it's a lot harder to get out of a war than it is to get into one.
I'm trying to show them that somebody back home is still behind them.
You got a good heart, Chickie. It's your brains I'm worried about. was this hand job?
It's my next door neighbor. He brought me a beer. Hey.
And there you go. There is the trailer for the greatest beer run ever from Apple TV Plus Studios. And this is playing right now on Apple TV Plus. So if you're fortunate enough to be a subscriber to that, which is only at this point in time here, it's only $4.99 a month, or you can save yourself, I believe it's $5 or $10 if you just pay for it annually. So I had a chance to watch this a couple days ago. Zac Efron's in it, Russell Crowe, Bill Murray, Viggo Mortensen, Jason Picking, and Kyle Allen, just to name a few. I must tell you right from the get-go, I enjoyed this movie. I went into it thinking, kind of a corny title for a movie, if you think about it. It's kind of a corny title, but I'm like, didn't know anything about it. Saw the preview on Apple TV Plus when it came out about a week or so ago, so I put it in my up next queue, and I said, I'm going to try this out and see what the heck. A couple of nights ago, happened to just be rummaging through, and I said, you know what? Oh, that's right. That's out now. Boom. Started watching it with under the auspices, to be quite candid and honest. I figured if I doze off, I doze off. I must admit, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I found myself enthralled, rooting for John Chickie Donohue, and I kind of felt for him. It's set back in the Vietnam War. This is actually based on true events, my friends. If you watch the movie all the way to the end, you will see what Chickie Donohue and his friends there look like today. These events actually happened. That's right. It actually happened. Although it's based on a true story, it is kind of... they've taken a few liberties here and there. However, it's based on events that did actually happen. So, there's funny parts in it. You find yourself just rooting for this character. You really do. You find yourself doing it, and it's actually a pretty sobering movie on war. I mean, back during the Vietnam War, that's when the government was kind of running clandestine operations. They weren't, again, the media wasn't telling the whole truth, but there was actually some journalists back then that were trying to get the truth out. It was a time in the United States history, kind of like today, where the country is seemingly being ripped apart by two different, beliefs on a topic. And this movie does give you a sobering look at war, and it's not all fun and laughs. There are some, I guess what I would call teachable moments in this film. But honestly, for my time watching this, I didn't feel like I wasted my time at all watching this film. I felt thoroughly entertained. Kind of made me think about some perspectives again, and made me think a little bit as well. So I can, at this point, recommend director Peter Farrelly's The Greatest Beer Run Ever. It's not going to be a waste of your time. If you like a little comedy, some drama, something to kind of give you a little introspective thinking, check out The Greatest Beer Run Ever on Apple TV Plus. That's all the time we got for this time on Stream Time. And do us a favor, if you like the program, would you please leave us a positive rating and review on your favorite podcast provider? And make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you know when new episodes of Stream Time are released. For more episodes of Stream Time and to check out other podcasts by Purple Pit Studios, go to our website, purplepitstudios.com. Until next time, my friends, we'll hang on to the remote for you, and we look forward to getting together with you on the next episode of Stream Time.